I built a $2.4 million marketing agency, and these are some of my biggest regrets. Specifically, five regrets that I have. And these five regrets were things that, in retrospect, I realized after going through some massive health problems because I was trying so hard to scale my agency and I was losing hair, I was losing sleep, I was burned out, I was on the brink of divorce, and it was just a terrible time. This is the dark side of running an agency. It can become an obsession. Those revenue targets can feel so elusive. And, once I make 10K a month, I have to hit 50K and then 100K and, 200K, etc. And frankly, it was never enough for me. It was never quite enough for me. And so how I ended up over here was because of my obsession. And I want to share some of those regrets with you so that you don't ever go through that. And after a lot of self-reflection, after being in agency for the last 7 years, I've really come down to five regrets that I think most agency owners will have if they don't do things the right way. Right? These are regrets that I don't want to have. And again, health was a big one of them. But let's go over here to this graphic that I put together, and this is going to put into perspective, okay, what it is that we're going to be talking about. So these are the five things that I want you to take advantage of, okay? The first one that I want you to do is I want you to take advantage of your youth, right, before old age. I don't want you to regret the fact that you were young, right? I don't want to regret the fact that I was young, so I'm gonna make as much love to my wife as that I possibly can. I don't know if I'm gonna get freaking erectile dysfunction. I'm gonna go and make sure that I travel and that I'm able to sure stay up late and work longer hours, etc. Like I'm young, I'm gonna take advantage of that. I don't want to regret in my old age that I didn't take advantage of my youth. Okay, and that's something that I recommend for you as well. The next thing that I want to do over here is I want to take care of my health and take advantage of my health before I may become sick. Okay, who knows what tomorrow has in store? There's people that overnight develop cancer. And I mean, I actually have something called Crohn's disease. I recently found out about it. I was working with a gut cleanse coach, and I did a stool sample and she told me that, hey, you have Crohn's. And I was like, what is that? And she said, well, it's where your lower intestine is like inflamed, and so you have to change your diet. And so I said, okay, let's change my diet because I don't want to die young. I don't want to have a life that's impeded by some sort of sickness. And so, right, and it really puts things into perspective for me because I appreciate my health now. And sometimes we even need the contrast, and they say you can't appreciate the sunshine if it never rains, but I hope it never has to rain or get so dark in your life before you actually come to appreciate. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. And a big one as well is being able to appreciate your riches before you have none. Poverty can strike anyone at any time. We're not as in control as we think we are. And I have had this realization many times in my agency where, things are going great, clients are doing great, clients are getting great results, and then boom, all of a sudden, like a third or, you know, a fourth of revenue gets wiped out because the client's having major business challenges. Right? Let's take advantage of our riches before poor. And for me personally, man, what I really, really love doing is I like donating to charity. I think it's one of the things that when I do makes such a big difference in my soul, in my faith. I feel like I'm making money for a good reason. I actually feel way better giving money away to, poor people, people in need than I even do, buying groceries. And groceries is a necessity for my family. I'm providing for my family, but still giving to someone that I know can't do it themselves makes me feel great. So I really want to take advantage of my riches. I really intend to do good in the world. And I hope that you can do the same as well. You may be in a position right now where you're making some good money online. And if you aren't giving it away to the poor, then I'd really encourage you to rethink that because frankly, I think this is one of the greatest strategies to actually grow an agency is to give back and to stay healthy, right? Those are big ones. Like if you give charity and you go to the gym or you train jiu-jitsu or you stay healthy, you run, you rock climb, whatever, CrossFit, these are massive keys to agency success. And the next one over here that you want to take advantage of is take advantage of your time before you become busy, you know? That's something we take for granted. I mean, when I had kids, that's when I realized, whoa, I had a lot of time. And I always said I was busy, I was busy, I was busy. No, I wasn't busy then. I'm busy now. And I'm sure I'll look back at today a few years from now and say, oh, I wasn't actually busy now. I had a lot of time. I'm busy now. So take advantage of your time. Okay, like I look at myself and some of my past activity on Instagram and just spending time with friends that just didn't bring me any benefit, just doing stupid crap. And I look at that and I do regret it, right? I do look back and I think, man, I wish I spent my time better, especially with like all the like the smoking weed and hanging out with the wrong crowds and trying to chase girls and everything. That's a huge waste of time. It's a huge waste of time. And now that I'm busy, I look back and I lament over that. And I see other kids today that are, 18, 19, 20, and they're crushing into the agency space. And I'm very happy for them because they're focused. They're using their time wisely. They're not under this illusion that, oh, I'm young, so I have time. No, each of these things in isolation should be looked at. And I'm really glad that I had this change of mind. And really, the last thing is the most profound. We want to take care and take advantage of our life before death. Because there is only one thing that's promised in life. A lot of people say it's taxes, but not actually. You can escape tax if you have a good strategy. But more on that some other day. Um, Life before death. The only thing promised in life is death. That is something that I'll stand by. Every person that's born in this world will eventually perish. And so how am I using my time? How am I giving back? What am I doing with my time? And this is something that I never, ever, ever, ever want to have regrets about when I'm on my deathbed. I don't want to live my life in such a way where at the end I feel like I just squandered it and where I'd give literally all my riches and, all my everything away to just have a little bit more life, have one more breath, do things a little bit differently. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of these regrets. And there's a very interesting article. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so here I found it, right? These are the top regrets of people that died had. It's like the courage to live a life true to myself. Wish I hadn't worked so hard, right? This is what we were talking about. Wish I had the courage to express my feelings. Wish I stayed in touch with my friends, and I wish I'd let myself be happier. Right? This is very profound, and this is what we've been talking about over here. I mean, this is just a means to an end. The agency is a means to an end. I mean, yeah, this revenue, it's great and everything, but truthfully, I was happier. My happiest I ever been was when I crossed 10K. When I hit 10, honestly, maybe even not 10K, is when I made my first sale ever. I talk about it in one of my videos. Like when I closed that first 13, $1,500 sale, I was just through the roof. I was just over the moon. And I don't think I've had that kind of happiness in the agency since then because it's all just numbers. These aren't even numbers that we ever get to physically touch and feel. It's all just these are vanity metrics, right? To me, true metrics are how many people are we helping on a genuine level? How much time is being spent with our children? And how much money are we giving away to the poor? Right? These are real metrics. And that's what I'm really reminding myself with this video. And thank you for watching because this is helping me in many ways. Is just I want to take advantage of these things. Right? And I never ever want to regret any of these things. I want to be happy. And I hope that you can do the same in your life. Hope this was good and enjoyable. I'll see you in the pinned comment. Peace.